One of the worst things about modern day Hollywood is they tend to focus less on story and more on activism. It's become so cliche you have to expect to be lectured by current day agendas in almost every film. It's a sad truth that nowadays you don't just have to worry about whether a film is good or bad, but if it's going to lecture you on the things that have nothing to do with the actual film. Now, don't get me wrong, there are movies that touch on such subjects and they should be addressed, but not in every film. Sometimes it's nice just to have a stupid blockbuster to shut your brain off and have an escape for almost 2 hours. That brings me to Bullet Train, Brad Pitt's latest action flick, which gave me the major urge to ride a train like this. You know, when I fulfill my dream to be Batman and can afford it. Anyway, this film follows an assassin named Ladybug. He's on a mission to grab a briefcase on a bullet train, as fate would have it, so are a bunch of other assassins. And well, without going into too many spoilers, it's 2 hours of insanity featuring a great supportive cast. Unlike most action flicks nowadays, Bullet Train doesn't rely on just shoving a group of villains that you know pretty much nothing about throughout the entire movie. Each character in this movie has a story, and damn man, I was interested in each and every one of them. Like, even by the trailer, I thought the little girl who goes by Prince was gonna get annoying, and well, I was right about that if I'm honest. But at the end, you understand her motives and what she is trying to accomplish, something many writers would have glossed over as they'd be too eager to get to the next action scene. This movie reminded me so much of the early 2000s action flick. It was clever in its execution and delivery, but it doesn't try to be anything more than what it actually is, a simple action flick with amazing characters. Without delving too deep into spoilers, Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry easily steal every scene they're in as the twins. I was laughing my ass off every time they had their banter. Brad Pitt once again proves he's still got it as Ladybug, playing a man who seriously is way over his head when shit finally goes down. Is it a perfect movie? No. Near the third act, it can drag as you've become accustomed of the high-paced action, as when it slows down, you almost feel like this film comes to a complete halt. One of the biggest takeaways I took from this film is it never felt the need to sprinkle identity politics into its story like so many activists, writers like to do nowadays. Prince could have easily become a Mary Sue-like character that never fails at anything and is amazingly awesome just as she is. Luckily, she fails many times and has to everly evolve her plan to accomplish what she is setting out to do. And I think that was my biggest takeaway from Bullet Train. A dumb action film that allowed its audience to have 2 hours of escapism, something I surely don't get from other companies and films nowadays. And you know what, Hollywood? That's your biggest problem. You feel the need to lecture your audience every time. Overall, if you need an escape, then I highly recommend Bullet Train. And that's all I got for you guys tonight. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.